Well, hello everyone and welcome back to another video from the Veg Grower podcast, where we're going to find out what I've been up to over this last week. Let's run the credits.
My name's Richard and I am on a mission to grow as much food as I possibly can. On my allotment and modern victory garden, we have plenty of land in which to achieve this. And this is my video diary.
Well, today, if I just squeeze past this chicken protective fencing from some of my protect my crops from the chickens, I'm hoping I can get some nice parsnips for tomorrow. I grew these parsnips in this bed at home this year. Usually they say, hello Papa Dom, usually they say not to grow parsnips or carrots in well manured beds, but I did this year, and in some ways the results haven't been too bad, if I can get them out, that is. Papa Dom, can you get out? This is Papa Dom, my little chicken, always inquisitive, but I don't want to. So some of these are not coming out very easily. And some of these are a bit forked all over the place. But I can see there's at least one here which I'm going to have to get a fork or something to dig out, I think. Before I get a fork, let's just try removing some of the soil around it and see if we can free it up first of all. It's done very well actually. Come on. Got some at the back here. I haven't thinned them properly. Right. Well, I don't think that's going to come out without a little bit of help. So let's go get a fork. Right, got my fork now. Let's just hope that this will come up nicely. There we go. That's not a bad size at the top there, but as you can see, we've got a lot of various things. What I actually think this is due to, it may be because it's grown in solid compost, but actually I don't think I thinned these out well enough, and that's caused them to basically grow together. So that's probably 3 different parsnips all grown together. That's my theory anyway. I could be wrong. However, these ones aren't too bad. I'm happy with those. That'll do us for our tea. Well, today I have finally got my garlic in, something I've been meaning to try and do for the last few weeks. Down the far end of this bed, which you saw me pot compost in last week, I've planted my elephant garlic, which I've planted in that at about 30 centimetres apart to give it plenty of room. Elephant garlic, not technically garlic, but it grows really big. And then further down I've planted in 4 different types of normal garlic. Got very early purple white, flavour and Casablanca. These have gone in about 12 centimetres apart. they should grow quite well at that space. Being a bit smaller a bulb, they tend to do quite well. And that's got that garlic now into the ground, and I'm happy to get that done. But next, I got something else I need to do just over on the other side. Well, last week, you may recall, I dug out this bed, removing any potatoes and any bits of weed that we have left in there. And I said then, we're going to sow green manure. And this is what I'm doing today. I'm sowing this autumn-winter mix green manure from Mr. Fothergill's. And simple enough to sow this stuff. We just open the packet up and scatter the seeds round. A bit like I did with the Phacelia a few weeks ago in another bed that was also used for potatoes this year. I've got to say, actually, that bed, the Phacelia, has grown and germinated quite nicely. So hopefully I'll show you how it goes on over the next few weeks and just how good I found Phacelia to be. This autumn winter mix, slightly different one to sow, can be sown at this time of year, and it's got a mixture of clovers, ryegrass and white mustard, so any luck it should do quite well. Anyway, that's got that one sown now. Time to go home. Well, today I'm back in the podding shed. Now, every Sunday I do a live show here in this podding shed, and it's a lot of fun, really. But a couple of weeks ago we started sowing microgreens, and this is, as you can see, fenugreek or methi, which is looking like it's ready and looks absolutely delicious. We'll be harvesting that very soon. What we'll do, we cut that off and just use that in many recipes. I particularly like it in curries, so yeah, we're going to be using that quite soon. At the same time, we also sowed some basil, which, as you can see, it's a bit behind the methi, the fenugreek, but that's going to be ready fairly soon. But today I wanted to sow some more of these microgreens. Now let's have a look and see what you're going to do. This one, it's coriander, and not difficult to do at all. Just use one of my little pots, fill up with seed sowing compost, scatter the seeds on top, and then leave it. And in a couple of weeks we have some microgreens that are ready to go. Don't have to use, or I don't tend to, or I've got these microgreen seeds specifically for microgreens that I'm using at the moment, but actually what I've done in the past is just used old packets of seeds that are going out of date, and that works quite well. So that's what I'm up to today, and that's my week here growing food in my allotment and my home garden down here on the Veg Grower Podcast HQ in Littlehampton. Now, on the podcast this week, I've taken a trip to a good friend of mine, Kevin Hall, here, and visited his allotment. It's a really good interview, really good chat, so please do go check that out on iTunes, Spotify, etc, etc. Now, don't forget to let me know what you've been up to in your own allotment, your own garden, down below in the comments. And that's it for this week, so until next time, please take care.